Bigger topics condensed to easier understanding just to simplify sustainability. Let's learn together. The question for you is, how do you see the future of vegan alternatives?
Let's call it vegan food era.
Vegan food era, okay.
That will come for sure. Maybe in next 100 years.
100.
Yeah, so, I read it somewhere. It's a very beautiful face. Okay, I'll explain this with an example. How do you feel if I'll tell you, Safra, right there on that turn, a man is eating the flesh of other men. How will you, what will be your reaction?
I'll be shocked, obviously.
For your surprise, I want to tell you that this was the norm 500, 600 or maybe 5,000 years back. Men used to eat men, they were cannibalistic. Then they stopped eating other men's. Now they are eating animals. Because they stopped eating men because they became conscious of it. They became compassionate about other living species. They're called species. So they stopped cannibalism. Though it's still in practice at some places. But now they have switched to meat of other living sources, and there will be time when people consciously will stop consuming the meat of other animals also, and that will be the era of veganism. Yeah, it will happen for sure, because change is constant. Right. So yeah, this is where I see the future of veganism, and in next 5-10 years you will see this market, growing exponentially. You will see exponential growth in this market. I'm sure in last 2 years you have seen the significant growth.
Yeah, lot of inquiries, a lot of people, wanting to know what it's about. Definitely, I think we saw a huge spike started right at COVID, because also COVID being a zoonotic disease, which is a disease transferred to humans by animals.
Right.
And most of the, if not all of the pandemics like this have been started by an animal source.
Of course.
So, you have your bird flu, swine flu.
Even the plague in 40s or 50s that happened, that was also a result of animal.
Exactly. So I think that was for us a huge awakening. And a lot of people were like, oh my God, these people are doing it. Maybe there's some merit to it. Let me check. And I'm so happy also to share that in that whole time, 2 of my closest friends also made that conscious decision, and they're like, okay, I can't take full credit for it, but they do see, and when you live by example, people are inspired. They do use you as a example in positive light, and it does impact their
Change is infectious. Everything in the world you do is infectious. You do good things, that other people is getting infected with your goodness. You do bad things, there are people who get influenced by bad things.
Right.
So I say this thing very often, I tell this thing to my employees as well. You do good. You make changes in yourself. People will notice and they'll bring the changes in their life consciously. Don't force anybody.
Want to watch the whole podcast? Head over to Safra's Green and Greener show or SGGS podcast right now.